A lot is happening behind the curtains between the federal government of Nigeria and the academic staff and the leadership of the Academic Staff Union of Nigerian Universities, ASUU. Between the two of them, a lot is happening behind the curtains, and they only come out to tell the public what they want to tell the public. Otherwise, there is certain insincerity going on between the two forces, the federal government of Nigeria and the leadership of the Academic Staff Union of Nigerian Universities. Since 2013, ASUU leadership has been taking bribe from government and calling it end academic allowance of the workers. So, since 2013, federal universities workers, academic and non-academic, have been prevented from getting their legitimately earned allowances, academic and non-academic. Because since that year, 2013, ASUU leadership has been taking from government a bribe and calling it earned academic allowance. So that factor is there. Nobody is discussing it. Well, unfortunately, even some ASUU members, common members, don't really understand what is happening because they are not told. And it took a lot of research for me to get to the root of it. That this thing you are calling our end academic allowance. When did you calculate our allowances to be presented to government before you arrive at this money you are collecting from government and calling it our end academic allowance? And how come when you collect this bulk of money, billions of naira from government, you share it with the non-academic unions? Why calling it end academic allowance? So that it is a bribe paid between government and ASUU leadership, there's no doubt about it at all. So that is one angle to it. And once ASUU leadership collects the bribe called end academic allowance, that is usually the end of a strike until further notice. So this year, ASUU leadership has collected the same bribe from government and calling it end academic allowance, 50 billion naira. And so government is saying, we have given you 50 billion naira for end academic allowance. Meanwhile, government itself knows that it is not end academic allowance of the workers, but a bribe given to the ASUU leadership to be shared with the non-academic unions and distributed as the leaders of the unions like to the members. Since it's not allowances earned by the workers, calculated for the workers to be paid to the workers by their employer, the government. So that is the issue. But this year, 2025, haven't collected another bribe called end academic allowance. What has brought about strike in the name of the 2009 agreement? Because it is this bribe that has been stalling the implementation of the 2009 agreement due in 2013 and replaced with the bribe called end academic allowance. So you have collected your usual bribe this year again, 2025. What brought about the strike? Well, I have said it after consulting the oracle Ifa Orunmila, and the oracle revealed that the strike is not about 2009 agreement per se, but government defaulting in the remission of 3% of each ASUU members' monthly salary monthly to ASUU leadership as monthly membership fee. 3% of each worker's monthly salary monthly as a workers union monthly membership due. The whole saga started in 2012 when ASUU leadership amended the constitution of the union to be extorting 2% of each worker's monthly salary monthly as monthly membership subscription to the union, and empowers itself to increase or decrease the 2% as deemed fit by the leadership alone. And so, as from 2024, last year, the leadership deemed it fit to increase the 2% to 3%. So, the real issue why ASUU leadership organized this strike is to force government to be faithful to the remittance of the 3% to its own coffers. And so, in a briefing by ASUU leadership, shared to ASUU members, I saw it this morning, Monday, October 20, 2025. ASUU leadership saying progress has been made. And what is the progress? The progress is that our government has agreed to remit third-party deductions to the union. So, the real issue for ASUU leadership orchestrating this strike is government's unfaithfulness to remitting third-party deductions, meaning the 3% of each ASUU member's monthly salary monthly to the union. Then you ask yourself, what form of extortion is this by a workers' union? And how will this not continue to perpetuate and aggravate brain drain in our universities? Because the real issue is not the non-implementation of the 2009 agreement, for which ASUU leadership has taken another bribe this year, 2025. So, since more than 2 weeks, I found from consulting the oracle that the real issue is the non-remittance of the deductions to ASUU. And then you ask yourself, why is the government playing this type of game? Rather than doing justice and tell ASUU leadership, you cannot be charging membership fee of a workers' union by salary percentage of the workers. It's not done. All the members are equal in the union. So the obligation to the union should be equal, while salary percentage is not equal to start with. And besides, what are you doing with a percentage of each worker's monthly salary monthly as a workers' union? Fix a membership fee, uniform one, for every member, as to be expected, as it is done. What are you doing with such humongous amount of money on monthly basis? So, but when government wants to use ASUU leadership against the workers, that type of sincerity is hard to come by. But otherwise, the injury is not just to the ASUU members working now, but what it's doing to brilliant people wanting to work in the system rather than outside the system, which you call brain drain. So government should not only implement the 2009 agreement, but stop giving bribe and calling it end academic allowance. Two, stop ASUU, get ASUU to fix a uniform membership fee for all the members rather than salary percentage. All this to reinstate sanity into ASUU. Because if justice is done to ASUU members, they will not cooperate with any strike with ASUU. That's the truth. Give them their dues as workers. Let them have peace of mind and money in their pocket to run their lives based on the work they are doing for the country and for humanity. But this union that is as greedy as imposing membership fee by salary percentage and getting bribe from government only to be calling it end academic allowance that it is not. So everybody is fooling everybody. This strike would not have happened if government did not pay another bribe to ASUU, but rather implement the 2009 agreement. Two, if government were faithfully remitting the extortion of a percentage of each worker's monthly salary to ASUU leadership. But where is justice? That's the question I'm asking. Is it really right for a workers' union to be charging membership fee by salary percentage? And for government and ASUU leadership to be settling with bribe and calling it end academic allowance? For God's sake, fear of God, they say, is the beginning of wisdom. Where is justice? Where is fear of God in all these actions of government and ASUU leadership?